things that bothered Sarah, but she couldn't quite say bothered, so she would simply say, you know, Mama, it's bothering me. And then when she got into school, it's like, the shirt, the collar is kind of bothering me. Well, it reached ahead, I think she was 5 years old and starting grammar school. You know how a pair of cotton socks has that little thing that turns up and it's kind of a ridge on the top? Oh, it bothered her to no end. So at 5 years old, we don't hear anything from the room. Mary comes in and there's this very kind of sheepish look on her face. And Mary sees that she has taken a scissors and cut off the top piece of the sock. And our daughter, of course, at 5, messy blonde hair all over, and just like, Mom, I'm sorry. But the funny thing is then, at that point, Mary and I said, you know, wouldn't it be clever, and like, of course, you never think this far down the road, but actually keep the socks from 23 years ago.
No. There's the very sock.
That had little holes in it. So the only question is, should I give them to Sarah or should I give them to PJ? PJ, you know, she's got a great heart. We love her dearly, but there are some things that will bother her, so we did decide you get the socks. So, to my beautiful, lovely daughter, and the man who we are thrilled to have as part of our family, Sarah and PJ, a wonderful, wonderful lifetime together.
To a lifetime following you. You know, PJ is my youngest child, and he's very dear to me. He's always, and I'm biased, but I always thought that he would make a great spouse. Because from childhood, he's been very sweet and sentimental and affectionate and very loyal to friends and family. He believes in making life special.
Getting to know you more as an adult and, you know, in our 20s, having lots of fun together is what I didn't see when I was a kid. Like, what and just a spectacularly amazing person you are, and seeing your warmth and your drive and your intellect that have gotten you so far. And it's no surprise that you've met up with somebody who matches you in all of those things.
PJ was looking for love. He was looking for a life partner. And no one deserves that more than my little brother. I'm so lucky to have you in my life, to have goofy pun battles and serious life discussions together. You're always extremely smart and deeply caring, beneath the sarcasm. But I have seen you grow into an accomplished, creative, generous, and emotionally intelligent man. I am so proud and lucky that you are my brother. Do a swirl for us. Do a swirl.
Oh my God.
Ready to dance with me?
Another hug. All right. All right, let's get this out of the way. You are so beautiful, sweetie.
Shall I turn? I love you so much.
Love you too.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
Sorry,
You are the most beautiful woman in the entire world.
decide to get married, at some point you just realize that you already are. And I don't know when exactly that point was for you two. I'd imagine it was sometime in the middle of a pandemic, working from home in a 700 square foot studio apartment. But like, if you guys can get through that, you can get through anything.
To two special people, making life special for each other, and if we're lucky, for some of us too, for the rest of their long, healthy, happy lives.
Cheers. You are so good. I am in love with you. I love you.
I love you.
Down here, no one does anything by half, right? It's all in. They give it all. They give it everything. If you go to a tailgate, if you go to some kind of party, if you go to Mardi Gras in New Orleans, it's not like a Diet Coke and a couple of hot dogs, right? There's every kind of catering you can imagine. There's every kind of beverage you could possibly conceptualize. So what I would say to us, based on that fact of our culture, to the two of you, I charge you tonight, why would you do your marriage and your faith any differently?
I, Sarah, take you, Patrick John, to be my husband.
I, Patrick John, take you, Sarah, to be my wife.
I promise to be faithful to you, in good times and in bad,
In sickness and in health.
to love you and to honor you,
All the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
And what we witnessed tonight is not just some kind of nostalgic thing that you can go back to, but rather the beginning of a reality that will enamor and completely direct the course of your lives.
I met PJ for the first time, Mardi Gras 2019 at the Endymion Parade. PJ was decked out in Mardi Gras flair, completely embracing the culture here in New Orleans. When I saw the way they looked at each other, I thought, I know that look. They were beaming. We weren't even to the good float yet. And I turned to my husband and said, they'll be engaged by fall. And he replied, I hope they're engaged by the end of this parade.
Planning a wedding in these days and times must be exponentially more challenging, both logistically and emotionally. And you thought that finding your soulmate was going to be the hard part. Prior to meeting Sarah, PJ was single for a long time. As a young child, he used to say that he would live in a small house in my parents' backwoods. And it was starting to seem like that might come true. I assumed that in this era of online dating, he was being too impatient, but the opposite turned out to be true. PJ knew what he was looking for and was willing to wait patiently until he found her. A companion to go on vacations with, to go for runs and walks through Prospect Park, to share the couch with on movie night, to scratch behind her furry ears. And luckily, Tater Tot's human turned out to be a perfect match too. And Sarah, we're glad that you found what you were looking for as well. The fair complexion, the wavy orange hair. It's pretty clear that you have a type. I'm so happy that you found each other and to share this evening with you as you officially kick off your lifelong journey together. I love you both, and I love you together.
To Sarah and PJ. I wish you all the joy and happiness in the world. I love you both.
We love you.
Friends, it's my distinct privilege at this moment to introduce to you all, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Moulton.